What's up, everybody? It's the Clubhouse Wizard. Poof! What's going on? Just wanted to pop in, say hi, see how you're doing, give you some updates on what's going on in Clubhouse. So we had a great Founders Town Hall meeting this morning at 9 a.m. Pacific on Clubhouse with Rohan and Paul, and just wanted to kind of give you some updates as to what's going on with this crazy platform that's changing the world. So first off and foremost, if you want to send a question, send it to support.joinclubhouse.com. You can also find it in your settings, and you can look into Contact Us, and they'll send you to the same link within the platform itself. Some really exciting news. We've got some new countries that are rocking and rolling. We've got Japan's in the house. We got Greece. We got Turkey. We've got entire rooms like maxed out at 5,000 people talking in German. I mean, the platform is going worldwide. So I hope you're having a great time. You know, again, the energy of these the founders, they're just good dudes. You know, they're 9 employees right now out there in the San Francisco area, but they're hiring like crazy, and they're just got so many great vision of what this platform can do. And, we're in great hands with these guys. Nothing but love from them. You know, there was a lot of great things that happened in the last week. There was a Holocaust survivor that was in a room and sharing their wisdom and stories. There was the CEO of Reddit was on talking about this craziness with, how they're, the GameStop and all those things that were going on with like Bed Bath & Beyond. And so it was really nuts to have the CEO of Reddit to be there, who was responsible for all the shorts and all that crazy fun stuff that was going on, watching GameStop go from, $20 a share to 400. So just, again, really amazing that we can have these conversations and access to such people that are so hot in the news. Also, we had our first NBA watch party. It was the Celtics and the Lakers. The lady that was talking about it on the Founders Town Hall was pretty funny. She said there was more people in the clubhouse room watching the game and talking live streaming than there was actually in the Boston arena. So pretty funny there. But the NBA has made its splash as well. The biggest things that the owners, the founders, the creators of Clubhouse are focusing on is performance, right? Performance and hiring some folks because, man, they got a whole world to support. So they've been really working on keeping the red bleeping, flashing servers are full kind of thing. Another crazy thing I found out from them was that the busiest time used to be 6 p.m. at night, the peak time for Clubhouse. But because everything went so international, the busiest time is in the morning because of everyone across the pond and in Australia and everywhere else. So pretty interesting that to show that we really are going worldwide here with the platform. What else we got here? Again, they're looking for higher quality audio. Again, I think the audio is amazing. I think that it's so much better than Zoom. That's part of the reason why we can really hear each other. But they're going for even better audio, and it has to do with increasing the bit rate, and there'll be some spatial things they're working out. So it's going to be like a concert, and I just love that these guys are constantly innovating, constantly receptive to your ideas, to feedback, to questions, and really thinking things out. I mean, they're really doing a great job. So, kudos to Paul and Rohan. Keep doing your thing. Just an incredible platform. They're going to be working on sharing a link to your room. So when you can share the link out, there were some issues before where you would share the link and it would kind of just take you to the platform. So they're really focused on making sure when you share a link to a room, because it's a great conversation and you want other people to join, that you're going to be able to click on that link and it's going to take you right there. So for the one-off events, they really want to make sure, like even the Clubhouse recap rooms or something that's a one-time event that would be, Snoop Dogg doing a concert. They want to make sure that that people can RSVP those events too. So just like in like Facebook groups where you can see all the people that are attending, you can decide if you're interested or if you're going to go. So you'll have more information about an upcoming event or a room based on, who's all going, how many people are signed up, and maybe that will help you make a decision if you want to add that to your calendar as well. They always want to make sure that there is, everyone's having a good experience on Clubhouse. It's a big, priority for them. So they're always thinking, what is going to make the experience as best as possible for the creators of the show, to make sure they're being able to have the audience and as best as possible. Coming up in February is Black History Month, so there's expect to see a lot of really great rooms on Black History Month. There's going to be a lot of great content. There's going to be a lot of great people having conversations, so keep in mind for that for the creators on Clubhouse. There's going to be a future events for the clubs. So right now, if you go to the club, you don't really see the future events. They're going to be working on that as well. So you can actually, when you are about to join a club or you do join a club, you'll be able to see what are the future, club rooms that are coming up. So you can add them to your calendar and see if that's something that you want to participate in. They also want to add rooms that they used to have on those particular clubs, so you can get some metadata, which metadata just means like you want access to information about how long did the room go, how many speakers were there, what was the retention rate, things like that, how big was the audience. And so you can make some determinations on the club, and the creators of the rooms and the clubs can kind of track their progress and see the kind of engagement that they're having as well. You also have the ability to hide a room. You just swipe to the right, because we know some rooms can last for hours, some rooms can last for days. So you can swipe to the right if you don't want to see those rooms as you're scrolling through your hallway. You can always unhide the rooms. In the future, you will be able to swipe to the right to make the room disappear or be minimized in your hallway. But you might also have an opportunity to say why you didn't like it, whether it was a topic or maybe it was a language you didn't speak, or whatever it was. That way they can help the algorithm understand you, and you're always curating the best possible experience on Clubhouse and having the hallway just kind of look like rooms that you're going to be more interested in. What else do we got? So we were talking about the off-peak. So the peak hour used to be 6 p.m. U.S. time. Now it's in the morning around 9 a.m. because the international has really hit the scene. Let's see what else we got here. Again, multiple languages is happening right now. They're going to figure out a way to make sure that we can go to rooms that we speak that language. They're going to figure out defaults maybe. So if your iPhone is in English, maybe you'll be seeing other English rooms. For those of us that speak multiple language, I speak Spanglish, which is a little bit of Spanish and a little bit of English. But for those of us that also speak, multiple levels of multiple languages, that you'll be able to say, hey, I want to see rooms in these languages, or I just want to see rooms in English. Again, making your experience in your hallway curated just for you. What else we got here? So changing titles in midstream was a question I asked them. They've thought about it. They're going to really start making focused on the person who started the room to give them kind of that super moderator distinction. If you start a room, you'll be able to track a room and potentially be able to change the room midstream. If they let anybody change the room who was a moderator, then things could get pretty weird. People could change it to all kinds of goofy stuff. So they've thought about it, they're thinking about it, and they'll get back to us. I know that's a big one for me. Sometimes a room starts with a certain title, and then it just turns into something else, which can be beautiful, but it doesn't really represent the room's title. So I hope they do implement, at least for the person who created the room, if they decide that they want to change the title of the room to attract people for that current conversation point that is kind of naturally gone to, that they have that ability. So we'll see what happens with that one as well. Let's see what else we got here. The recording thing is against the terms of service unless you have explicit permission from all the speakers on the stage. Some people were asking about, hey, can I just get the recording sent to me from the club? And then, Paul's and Rohan are really thinking about, part of the cool thing about Clubhouse is it is FOMO, fear of missing out. It is, a situation where people feel free to share their opinions. So they're really thinking about the recording aspects of it. So if you want to record something, you're legal, you're okay to do it, so long as most people put recording in the title, and all of the speakers who are on stage sharing, so speakers and moderators have given their permission for you to record it. So my hunch is that they're going to keep it that way because, again, and maybe they'll let certain clubs do it, but they don't want to lose. They don't want to make the experience sterile. So they want it to be, people are really sharing their opinions and not worried about if someone else is going to hear it later. So I like that they're really thinking that far out, and they're just, really smart guys. So good on them. Let's see here. What else we got? There used to be, no moderators. This is the person that started it. Then there was one moderator. Now there's multiple moderators. And Paul's was saying like, hey, man, I don't understand why there's 50 moderators. And he can understand why a lot of people are turned off by a 50 moderator room. I know I am. If I see 50 moderators and you get in there and you get people talking over people and, it's not what the experience was meant to be. A lot of us who've been in those smaller rooms, those 20 to 30 or 40 rooms, Glenn Morshower heads out a lot of great ones. Those are the rooms where the real intimacy and the connection and the shares. There's been some incredible stories and shares that I've heard this week. Can really build those relationships and find those people that, become lifelong friends and collaborators. So, again, just keep that in mind. For the moderating. And now if you make someone a moderator that you don't follow, it actually tells you, are you sure you want to make this guy a moderator or gal? So just keep that in mind, that you really know what you're doing with the moderator button. I know a lot of people like the moderator button because it helps them get more follows, or it helps them get more weight or gravitas when they speak. But just be mindful about it, because we've all heard the stories about giving someone a moderator and then they take over, and then some people will make everybody a moderator. You make one person a moderator and then he makes everybody a moderator, and then your room kind of gets out of control. And then you've heard the things about, people ending rooms and all that kind of stuff. So just be mindful of the moderation, the moderator green bean. The other thing that kind of leads to trolls. So they're making it easier for people to report violations, which is, if you're a troll, you're bullying people, there's hate speech, you're disrupting the room, you're just agitating. And there's a strong policy, 0 tolerance, man. 1 strike and you're out. So, if someone's messing with your room, you just click on them and report that there was an issue. Clubhouse will review it, and if they find that the guy was a troll or a gal, they're gone. So, I guess some people are going to learn the hard way that don't be a troll. That's another thing I love about Clubhouse. No trolling. Another cool question came up at the end of the Clubhouse meeting was, there was a guy that wrote in and said that he was able to, he's deaf, and he's been participating in loving Clubhouse because he was opening up a Google Meetup room that was listening to the sound of Clubhouse, and it was doing closed caption. So he could read all of the things that were going on. So innovation wins again. Paul was really blown away, and they've been thinking about that, him and Rohan, and they are going to, at some point soon, they're going to be able to have that built into the app in some way or some form, so people can actually read the words for those that are visually impaired. So just cool stuff, man. Lots of cool things to share. I'm happy to report what's going on. I'm happy to see everybody on there, and have all these great conversations. Again, for our platform, for 101hemp.org, we give out free products to anybody that wants to try it. We're on a mission to heal the world, to reach 1 billion people by 2025, donate over $10 million worth of products by the end of the year. And this platform has been incredible for us to meet other doctors and nurses and patients and people suffering, and parents of children who are needlessly suffering, and getting them to try whole plant raw hemp oil, just like freshly squeezed orange juice. It's a powerful, 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 magical miracle plant. And this platform has allowed us to collaborate and educate and learn and just connect with people that no other platform in my life has ever been able to do, especially coming from the CBD hemp cannabis space, where there's been so many restrictions from keeping a plant that has done so much for us over millennia. So again, thank you everybody for stopping in. I look forward to seeing you all real soon in another room, as I always say. So we'll see you in another room real soon, and we'll see you out there walking the hallways. Take care, everybody. Have a great Sunday. We'll see you soon.